Yeah, laying the fishing net out, man.
That's it.
You know, because it's still fishing season right now. So, you know, as you know, people come up and they inquire the word. You know, some will get it. You know, eventually cross over and become teachers themselves.
Yep.
You have some that'll hear it and they may, you know, endure for a little bit and they fall back. You know, but at the end of the day, the Lord is calling back His though, man.
It's all a trial. It's a trial. You know, just like when you fish, you cast out the line. Sometimes you get a fish, right? Sometimes you catch something you have to throw back. The Lord gonna throw, you know, many different ones back, but it's all part of His grand plan. Some people get tried out, some make it, some don't.
All right, shalom, shalom. Back again with another lesson, and Lord willing, this video be edifying. But first and foremost, want to give our honor and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Korash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Ruwell. Shalom to you, hopefully, let's scatter abroad doing this work in truth and sincerity, man. You know, and as you can see, you know, from the beginning video, this lesson, it's gonna be basically inspired, you know, from a short little point, you know, that the elder and the other brother, you know, I think the brother, if I'm not mistaken, Salakia if I'm wrong, but the other brother is from the GMS Charleston camp, you know, and it's the elder Amasa Zakbot, you know, out there in Myrtle Beach. You know, they was going in on it at that last camp, man, you know, and the elder and the brother made a good point, you know. And through the spirit, when I heard it, you know, I was like, I'll just do a quick little lesson on this, man. Like I say, Lord, when this is edifying, I'm gonna play the clip again real fast. But just going off the clip, you know, what the elder and the brother was going to, I'm gonna name this lesson "The Fish the Lord Keeps." You know, the fish the Lord keeps. You know, because like I said, I'm gonna play the clip again, but just going to, you know, real fast. But the brother and the, you know, and the elder was going to, man, you know, like the brother was, you know, like you finna hear the brother say, man, it's still fishing season. You know, and during this season of fishing, you know, spiritual fishing, the Lord is calling in. He's fishing for what, you know, man fit, you know, fit use for this truth. You know, ultimately, the man that's fit use for the truth, they're going to be what the Lord's elect, man. They're going to be those men that's worthy, you know, for the truth, the ones that the Lord is going to catch and He's going to keep. Because what, you know, you're going to have some fish that the Lord's going to catch, He's not going to keep, man. He's going to throw back, you know. There's going to be fish that He's going to catch, that He's going to gather in that net, and they're not going to be used for the master's meat. I mean, for the, you know, they're not going to be, you know, fit for the master's use. So like, they're not going to be fit for the master's use. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be profitable. You know, these fish not going to be worthy ultimately. You know what I'm saying? But let's play the clip real quick. You know, we're going to jump into the lesson, man. You know, it's going to be a real short lesson at that. Like I say, Lord, when it's edifying, you know, it all made sense. But let's play this clip real fast.
Yeah, laying the fishing net out, man.
That's it.
You know, because it's still fishing season right now. So, you know, as you know, people come up and they inquire the word. You know, some will get it. You know, eventually cross over and become teachers themselves. Yep. You have some that'll hear it and they may, you know, endure for a little bit and they fall back. You know, but at the end of the day, the Lord is calling back His though, man.
It's all a trial. It's a trial. You know, just like when you fish, you cast out the line. Sometimes you get a fish, right? Sometimes you catch something you have to throw back. The Lord gonna throw, you know, many different ones back, but it's all part of His grand plan. Some people get tried out, some make it, some don't.
Come on, man. And like the elder was saying, it's all a part of the Lord's trial, man. Some people make it, some don't, man. And that's what you see happening. That's what you see, you know, going to continue to happen, man. You know, due to a lot of false teachers coming out, you know, a lot of false doctrines being pushed, you know, brothers bugging out, brothers, you know, following out the truth, brothers losing their faith, brothers not able to endure, you know. But then on the other hand of that, you're going to have brothers that's enduring, brothers that's growing mightier in the spirit, you know, brothers that's growing mightier in the faith, man. You know, brothers that's continue to catch on fire and endure and do the works and the actions required, you know, to meet that salvation, man. Doing the, you know, the acts, you know, to be able to be kept, man. You know, being one of those fish that the Lord kept, you know, being that worthy fish, you know, ultimately that acceptable man in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashim, man. You know, that's what we all, you know, striving to be the what? That fish that the Lord keeps, man. To be worthy in the eyes and the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashim, man. You know, to be found acceptable in that day, man. You know, because we know what's soon to come here at Babylon the Great, and upon those, you know, that's been going against the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim, you know, living in their sins and their iniquity, man. Great judgment, man. You know, because ultimately all those fish that the Lord don't keep, which ultimately, you know, is the man, you know. Also, it goes, you know, man, woman, and child, but ultimately those that the Lord don't keep, man, you know, it ain't no hope for you. You know, if the Lord, you know, catch you, you know, the Lord go fishing, he catch you in that net, he throw you back. And it's the Lord telling you, hey, you know good to the Lord, man. You know, you're not profitable. There's no use for you. There's nothing the Lord can do with you, man. So therefore, what, you got to be destroyed, man, you know. But let's go ahead and hop into it real fast. And I want to kick it off with the book of Matthew 13. You know, because the elder went into this, you know, last count, you know. I was like, you know, this is something, you know, I feel like I could do a good lesson on, man, Lord willing. Like I said, this be edifying again. But let's see, Matthew 13 and 47. So this is Matthew chapter 13, verse 47. Right here highlighted in yellow, and it reads, again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into a sea and gathered every kind. You know, and what is that sea? That sea is the world, man. Basically, you know, basically what that sea is the world. And it says, well, it gathered every kind, man. Because what is truth with this word, it gathered every kind, man. You know, it bring all kind of Israelites in, man. It bring all kind of people in, you know. Sometimes it may even bring the heathen in, you know. Like it says, it gathered every kind. Verse 48, continuing on, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. You know, so when the net get full, and the Lord doing his fishing, he cast that net out and get full. He says what? They drew it to shore and sat down, and they gathered the good into vessels. So those that are good, those that are worthy, that's fit for the master's, you know, use. The ones that the Lord, you know, see fit, a good to keep. You know, he catch this fish, say, hey, this a keeper. You know, just like when you go fishing, and you fishing for a certain type of species, man. You know, let's say you fishing for bass and you keep catching brim or crappie. You're going to throw those brim and crappie back until you what? You catch those bass you looking for. You know, or vice versa. You fishing for crappie, you're not going to keep the bass because what? You fishing for crappie, man. Or let's just say it don't even matter what species you're fishing for. You know, just speaking for an example. Speaking an example. You just fishing for, you know, fish to keep. You know, that you going to, you know, you might be planning to have a fish fry. So every fish you know you fishing for, you looking for it to be 12 inches or better, man, or longer. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that small little fish, man. Cause with that small fish, you can't fry him. He's not gonna be eatable. You know, you're looking for a fish that's gonna be good, that's gonna be fit for you to eat. So if you keep catching those small ones, you know, you throw a net out there or however you catching them. The small fish, what you gonna do? You gonna throw them back, cause hey, he not profitable. Ain't no use for the small fish. You see what I'm saying? That's the same way with the Lord doing, man. He taking the good ones and he says what? He gathered the good into the vessels, but cast the bad away. And it's the same thing like the brother say. Sometimes when you go fishing, you may catch something, you got to throw it back. Because what? Sometimes that fish something may be wrong with his fins, man. That fish may got a funny smell, got a funny look to it. That's the same way with the Lord doing, man. The Lord see that. He say, well, I caught this fish. I caught this brother. You know, I caught him into the truth. Well, this brother went right, you know. He kind of wanted to go against the doctrine. He kind of wanted to go off and do his own will. He kind of, you know, that's the same thing with the truth, man. You know, it's the same thing spiritually. But I'm going to read it from the top and close, you know, and finish it out. Matthew 13 and 47 again from the top. And it reads, again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just. So like I tell you, man, like I said, when the Lord throw you back, you know, like I said, if the Lord throw you back, ain't no use for you, man. That's basically your, you know, your judgment, your destruction, man. Because like I said, so shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and sever the wicked from amongst the just. And when the Lord tells angels to do their job, you know, to sift the wicked from amongst the just, the wicked what? They gonna receive their judgment on the left hand side, you know, to damnation. And just what? They gonna receive that righteous reward, man. Because what? Those were the ones that were fit, that were worthy in the sight of the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shah, you know, to be kept, man. You know, those were the Lord's chosen ultimately, man. His elect, you know. Because what the Lord ultimately is coming together. He's coming together his elect, man. So you want to be that fish that the Lord keeps, man. You want to be a part of that, you know, the election of grace, you know. You know, the one that the Lord see fit, you know, in this truth, man. You know, in the sight of the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shah. You don't want to be found unworthy in that day. You know, you don't want to be found unprofitable, you know, no good use, man. You know, you want the Lord to see you as hey, I can do something with this brother, man. You know, I can do something with this sister, whatever the case may be, you know. But think of that, I want to grab this definition of worthy real fast. Because like I say, you want to be found worthy, man. You know, when the Lord fishing for you and you get caught in that net, you want to be found worthy. You want to be a keeper, man. You know, what they call a keeper when you go fishing. It's fish a keeper, you know. But let's read the definition of worthy. And I really want to just go straight to the I'm gonna read the second and third definition, you know. We'll read the first one too just for edification, but I really want to touch on the second and third definition. But the first definition of worthy you see here, it says having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specified way. And then it says the second definition, deserving effort, attention, or respect, you know. So you want to be found worthy. You want the Lord, you know, they see you as deserving what? Effort, attention, or respect, man. You know, you want to be, you know, you want to be found for the Lord to have you treat you with some respect, you know. That's respect if the Lord will keep you, man. You know, if he find you worthy to be kept, that's respect from Yahweh, man. They like the last definition says, it says good enough or suitable. So you want to be that good enough fish, man. You want to be suitable in the eyes of the Lord, man. You know, you don't want the Lord to catch you. You know, you want to be found in that net. Like, get this damn fish out of here. The hell is this? What the hell wrong with this fish, man? This fish missing fins. His mouth look all funny. You know, you don't want to be that kind of fish, man. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I just want to grab that real fast because you want to be found worthy, man. You know, like I said, good enough or suitable. So you want to be good enough in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But bouncing from that, let's go to the book of 2 Timothy 2:19. You know, because like I was saying, going back to Matthew 13. I always says what he says he gave the what? The good into vessels and what the bad he throws back. You know, it's the same way you finna read right here in 2 Timothy, you know. You're gonna have vessels of honor and dishonor. You wanna be that vessel of honor. You wanna be that fish that's honored, man. That man of the Lord that's honored. You don't wanna be that man of the Lord or that fish, you know, just spiritually speaking, you know, just going off the title. You wanna be found in honor. You don't wanna be found unto dishonor, man. You know. But this is 2 Timothy 2:19. It says, nevertheless, the foundations of the Most High stand up sure. Having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of a Mashiach depart from iniquity. You know, like that part says, the Lord knoweth them that are his, because what? Them that are his is his elect, man. The ones that have been preordained from the foundations of the earth, man. You know, the Lord already know what fish he gonna keep, man. You know. He already know if you're going to be found worthy, good enough to be, you know, to be kept, man. You know, when the Lord cast that net out there and he put that net up, he already know which one's going to be, what's going to be what. It's just like when you kind of catch a fish and you reel them in, you kind of know if you're a big one or a small one. You kind of feel it. You kind of feel how the fish fight. Oh, this is a big one, you know. Oh, nah, this is the old baby, you know. You kind of know. That's kind of how the Lord is. I know this going to be a good fish. I kind of know, you know, I don't know about this fish. You know, it's the same way with the Lord, man. But continuing on, verse 20, it says, but in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. So what, you got vessels that's what? Some to honor and some to dishonor, man. And like I say, you want to be that vessel to honor. And like it says, continuing on, verse 21, it says, if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepare unto every good work, man. So if you purge yourself from what, man? From your iniquities, man. All your impurities, you know, all those things that make you unworthy, you know. You got to purge yourself from all your iniquities, man. You know, all those unclean and abominable things and wicked spirits, you know, that may be on you, whatever the case may be. You got to purge yourself from these things, man. You got to be found clean. You got to be found holy, man, without blemish or spot in the eyes of the Lord, man. You see what I'm saying? Because what? It's the same thing with fishing. You don't want that fish that kind of got a funny smell, kind of dirty, kind of got some kind of different red spots and bumps on them, you know, goddamn, the eye looking crazy. You don't want that fish, man. You know, same thing with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, he wants something that's worthy, man, that's fit, you know, for the master's use, like it says. And it says what? It says it meet for the master's use and prepare unto every good work, man. You got to be able to be prepared unto every good work for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, that means what? You're profitable, man. You know, the Lord can use you. He can find you a good use, man. The Lord don't want you are no good use. Like I say, you don't need no small fish. You fishing for big fish. You want to catch some big fish. You want to eat some big fish. You ain't got no use for small fish, man. The Lord don't, you know, you don't want to be a small fish. You see what I'm saying? Just spiritually speaking, you know. But I'm going to read it again. 2 Timothy 2:19. Nevertheless, the foundations of the Most High stand up sure, having this seal. The Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of Mashiach depart from iniquity. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work, man. You know, so you're going to be meat for the master's use, man. You're going to be that vessel unto honor, prepared unto every good work, you know. You're going to be holy. You're going to be set apart from the rest of those fish that the Lord caught, you know. You're going to be one of those keepers, man, like I was saying. And that's what you want to be found. Because these the fish that the Lord keeping, man. He keeping the fish that's purged himself from these things, you know, from their impurities, from their iniquity. He's keeping the man. He going to keep the man. He going to say the man. He going to give his knowledge and wisdom, you know, and the truth to the man that's found worthy, that's able to deal on this type of level, man. That's able to, you know, to take honor in the truth, man. Understand this thing, and, you know, and do this work in truth and sincerity, man. You know, and actually, you know, serve you how by Shema outside in truth and sincerity, man. You know, give him that honor and glory that which he deserves, man. But this is going from there. Let's go to Ephesians 5:26. So like I say, we're going to read this real fast. This is Ephesians chapter 5:26. Oh, yeah, I started at 26 and 27. This is Ephesians 5:26. It says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it shall be holy and without blemish. Like I said, man, you want to be holy. Because through that washing of the word, you know, through you purging yourself through the washing of the word, you know, becoming clean in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're going to be able to be that fish that the Lord keeps, you know. Like it says, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it shall be holy and without blemish, man. You're going to be found without blemish. It says what? Not having spot or wrinkle, you know. But it should be holy and without blemish, man. You're going to be that fish that got no blemishes, man. You perfect. You the perfect size. You know, you're a nice size. You look good. You cleaned up. You're gonna be that man that's found without spot or wrinkle or without blemish, man. You're gonna be holy in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, because you gotta think that's a holy thing for you to be kept of the Lord, man. Because he's sitting, he basically, he drawing that line, but he drawing that line of division. You know, he got the keepers. I'm gonna keep the keepers right here in the vessel. But the ones I don't want, you know, the ones that's not holy, I'm going to just throw all y'all back in the water. I'm going to throw y'all back, you know, in that same place, you know. I'm going to throw all y'all back in that fire for destruction, man. You see what I'm saying? That's the Lord. That's how the Lord is showing you the difference between, the ones that's going to be killed and the ones that's not going to be killed. The ones that's holy, without spot and blemish, and the ones that's they found with spot and blemishes, man. You see what I'm saying? So you want to be that fish that the Lord keep, man. But reading it again, it's Ephesians 5:26, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it shall be holy and without blemish, man. You know, like the brother said, it's fishing season. The Lord trying to gather in those fish, man. The Lord trying to It says that he might present to himself a glorious church. The Lord, you know, he gathering himself for church, man, an army. You know, an army of men that's serving Yahweh Shema Shai in truth and city, man. You know, in righteousness, man. Not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but it should be holy and without blemish. That's what the Lord looking for, man. So you want to be that man, that fish, you know, that the Lord keeps. You want to be honorable in the sight of the Lord, man. You know. But let's go to real fast, just real quick. 1 Peter 1:16. Just going into, you know, being holy, man. Because the Lord is holy. You know, quick, preach straight to the point. This is 1 Peter 1:16. Highlighted blue. It says, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy, man. Straight into the point. You know, we got to be holy. We got to be set apart. We got to be set apart from this world, man. Set apart from society, man. You know, from everything that the world doing and pushing and going with. We got to be against that. We got to be with everything that Yahweh Shema Shai with, man. You know, because ultimately the world, it's controversial to everything that the Lord is with, man. It's the complete opposite, man. you know. So we got to be holy from the world, you know, going into that word holy. That's set apart. We got to be set apart, man. Because the fish that the man or the fish that the Lord keeping, the man that the Lord dealing with, they all set apart, you know. They're not of this world, man. They moving in the spirit, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same way, like I say, that's what the Lord looking for. He looking for that fish that's holy, man. That's set apart, like I said earlier, man. You don't want the fish that's small. You don't want that small, ugly fish, man. The fish, you know, with missing scales on it, it's marked up, you know. You want the one that's profitable, that's set apart, that good fish that you was looking for. That you know, the ones you came to catch, man. You know, man, it's the same way with buying gold. You know, that's why the Lord, you know, compared us to gold. You know, when I think about it, because it's the same way with buying gold. When you buying gold, you don't want that fake gold, man. Don't nobody want to go buy no fake gold. You know, the gold kind of mixed with silver. The gold kind of, you know, it's kind of mixed in with different kind of metals. It's not pure gold. You want that pure gold, man. You know, you don't want metal and silver mixed together, spray painted gold. You know, and they say it's gold chain or gold. You know, you don't want that fake gold. You want that fine pure gold, man. You know, you don't want that, you know, that gold or that so-called gold full of dross or even silver. Even if you're trying to buy some pure silver, man. You know, you don't want that silver or gold full of dross, man. You know, full of impurities, man. You know, you want that fine pure gold, man. You see what I'm saying? Because when you go into it, like I said earlier, you want to be found worthy. And let's grab that definition because we grab worthy already. But when you go into that word dross, because we're speaking on gold, like I tell you, this says what? Definition of dross, something regarded as worthless, rubbish. So you don't want to be that worthless fish, that worthless gold, man. You know, because gold that's fake. What is it? It's worthless. You can't get no money. You can't go to the pawn shop, you know, that take real gold for money. And it's fake, you know. The Lord don't want that. He don't want something worthless, man. He don't want you full of dross because you worthless. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing, like I said, it's the same thing with buying gold. The Lord looking for that fine pure gold, you know. That's been taken to that fight, that's been tried, that's found worthy. You know, because what? If you're not, you know, you full of dross and full of impurities, what? You worthless, man, in the eyes of the Lord. The Lord not going to keep you. Same thing with the fish. You're not fit, you know, to be killed. The Lord not going to keep you. You're going to be worthless, man. You see what I'm saying? But just going off of that, going off the dross, and you know, being as that gold. Let's go to the book of Revelations, Revelations 3:18. You know, here in green, and it reads Revelations 3:18. It says, let's see, hold on. Do I want to start at 18? So like you. Yeah, we'll get straight to the point. We'll read verse 18. So like Revelations 3:18, and it says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see, man. So like I tell you, the Lord said, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, man. What's that gold tried in the fire? You being tried in that fire, being, you know, being purged of that dross, man. You being, you know, being refined basically in the eyes of the Lord. Says what? That I may be rich. Because what, you gonna be rich in the spirit. You're gonna be as that fine gold that's been tried, you know, that's been found, you know, that's been found pure, been found holy, you know. And it says what? In white raiment, because that sign of, you know, having that white raiment, that means what? You pure, you holy, man. You cleansed, you know, you clean. Like we read earlier in Ephesians, by the washing of the word, you know, you wash, you cleanse now. It says that thou mayest be clothed, and that thy shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see, you know. So you anoint your eyes with that eye salve, which is the truth, this word, you know. You being awakened through the truth, through this light, man. The light being what? Yahweh Shai. It says that I mayest see, man. You see what I'm saying? But the point being, it says, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, you know. And what is that gold? We basically that gold that's being tried in the fire. You see what I'm saying? But let's go to real fast. Let's grab this. Because we that gold that's tried in the fire, like I say. So let's grab Sirach 2 and 5, actually. I'm going to change it here, blue. It's like this is Ephesians, not Ephesians, so like it's Sirach, Ecclesiastes. It's known as Ecclesiastes or Sirach. So it's Ecclesiastes 2 or 5. And it reads, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So like it's telling you, so for his gold is tried in the fire, acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man. So the Lord is accepting the, those acceptable men in the furnace of adversity the same way gold is tried in the fire. Because the same way those acceptable men going to be tried, Let's go to bouncing off that real fast. This the book of Zechariah. Zechariah 13:9. Straight to the point. Zechariah 13:9. Like I just said, as gold is tried in the fire, acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So this is Zechariah 13:9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined. That third part he talking about, like if you read up in verse 8 to get some context, it says, let's read verse 8 to get the context for edification. So like Zechariah 13:8, and it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. The 2 parts were those 2 parts of Israel, So you can have a 2/3 of Israel that's going to be what? Cut off or die, which is known as the 2/3. It says, but the third part shall be left therein. That third part is that 1/3, And it says, and I will bring the third part through the fire. So what he gonna do? He bringing that third part through the fire, man. As what? It's the same way they go to try on the fire. And he says what? I will refine them as silver is refined. Why you refine silver? Why you put gold through the fire? To get rid of that dross, like I was saying earlier, because you full of dross. Going back to the definition, it says what? You're worthless, man. You're not fit for the master's use. You're not meat for the master's use. You know what I'm saying? You're not profitable. The Lord don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So like it's telling you, verse 9 again, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So like the Lord is telling you, that 1/3, the elect, and those the election of grace that the Lord is going to choose, they're going to be tried as the gold, as gold is tried in the fire, man. They're going to be refined as the silver is refined. So like I was telling you, man, this is the same way with gold. The Lord going to get rid of those impurities that dross, so that you're not found worthless, so that you found worthy, not worthless, but worthy. Same way going into how we were talking about earlier, being that fish that the Lord going to keep. Because the fish that the Lord going to keep is going to be found worthy, man. They're going to be pure. They're going to be holy, set apart. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way you want to be found in this world, man. You don't want, like I say, you don't want to be found unworthy, man. You want to be profitable. But let's go to Isaiah 1:25. We'll close it out with this. Like I said, it's not a long lesson. The Lord willing has been edifying. Let's see, Isaiah 1. So like Isaiah 1:25. Because like I say, the Lord is going to what? 25, not 15. Like it says what? The Lord says 25, not 26. I like it. So this is Isaiah 1:25, and it reads, and I will turn my hand upon thee, and I will purge away the dross, and take away all thy sins. So like I was telling you, the Lord is what he going to do. Like the same way he said he's going to take that 1/3, or just, his elect through the fire. Same way he telling you here, I will turn my hand upon thee. Speaking of his elect, and says, and I will purely purge away thy dross. So the Lord going to make you pure. He said, I will purely purge away thy dross. So all those impurities, man, all that iniquity, all that sin, it says, and to take away thy sin. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Lord is doing, and you want to be found in that mix, that the Lord is purging, man. If you're getting purged, if you're catching hell, if you're going through it, that's a good thing, because most means the Lord is getting rid of your dross, man. He's making you acceptable in the sight of Yahweh Shai, so you can be found worthy, man. So brothers got to endure, man, because look, the Lord, that's what he doing. He purging away that dross, that filthiness, so you can be that fine gold, so you can be that fish that he keeps, man. Going back to, the title at hand, the fish the Lord keeps, because that's what you want to be found in. You want to be found in that selection that the fish the Lord keep, that gold that the Lord do go by, that gold that the Lord do want. You don't want to be found in that gold that's fake, that's full of dross, that's mixed in with silver or different kind of metals. Like I say, man. You don't want to be found with all kind of impurities. You want to be found pure in the sight of the Lord, man. But I'm gonna close it out right there. Again, Lord willing, this video is edifying, And I'm going to close out giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Again, double honor to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. And to the whole elect, I say shalom until next time. Shalom.